Alright, welcome back, good people. On this video, this begins week number 24, actually, for my system. And what I'm creating this year is 200 videos in 365 days. And this video here will be video number 116. That's right, 116. So I'm well on my way. And I hope you guys have had the opportunity to watch some of the prior videos, because I've been putting together really good content lately, and all of it's a learning process for me, right? This is not what I do as far as creating doing research and creating content for a variety of topics. I basically do it for my business. I study things in line with my business a lot. And I like that. I enjoy that. So, because it makes me sharper, it makes me more prepared for different situations or different questions that may come up within that niche, right? Within my niche, which is the way you would do it as well. But this week, I was doing research on some personal development things as well as business stuff. And questions came to my mind. I really believe that when you ask a question, you really give the mind an opportunity to process things at a different level or on a different scale, if you will, because not all questions are going to be answered really quickly by the mind, right? Some questions are going to be like, well, I don't want to deal with that. But some questions will resonate with you. And when those questions resonate with you, those are the ones that you will answer. And if they make you go to another level of thinking, that's even better, because you get to kind of experience who you really are when you go to different levels. It's just not the surface that tells the story about who you are. It's like you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Or you ask the question, why did they do that? You can't really tell that by looking. You know, it's like a bomber. You can't tell that someone's going to be a bomber. You can't look at that person and say, there they are. Nope, you can't do it. And it's the same thing with our minds, the way our minds work. When I was growing up, there was a time when I thought all people thought the same. I know. Crazy, right? I thought that at one point, because I was really young when I thought that. But I would do something and I would think that, like, say I was listening to some radio station and there was a song came on. And I liked the song. I thought everybody likes that song. Well, I didn't like the song. I would think nobody likes that song. Why are they playing that? Right? I quickly learned that's not the case. But until you get the opportunity to view things differently, a lot of times you will continue to hold that belief or that understanding that you had initially about something. Now, one of the things I want to make sure that I'm able to touch bases with you on is I've created a new blog, and I put all these videos on that blog. Well, I will be putting them on that blog. It's speakwithlarry.blog. Now, this blog, I'm also having someone do the back work, the internet part, if you will. So I get to just create the content, which is what I do. That's what I love to do. I don't really, I'm not really so much into the setting up the drop downs and pop-ups and all that, but they have to be done. So I outsource that, and I outsource that to people who are really good at that. So I don't have to worry about that part, and I know the process will continue to run smoothly, probably even better, because my time having to set those things up is taken away from my time to do research and create the content, right? And that's what you have to think of in terms of starting your own business. Now, my major concern or my major interest in you is to get you to understand that you are so much more than you give yourself credit for, especially in the 21st century. When you start a business online today, you have to be there. You need to be branding who you are. Just think about this. When you create a video, or when someone creates a video and it gets 1 million views, right? Like overnight success, right? It gets 1 million views, boom. Those people who just created that video don't know the business world. They don't know that. but they have to acclimate very, very quickly and understand and get to, they have to change some things in their lives, especially if they want to ride that wave. Because you've heard of a one-hit wonder, or someone who does some things very, very good for a very short period of time. Like someone has a song or album or whatever, and it's good for like one time. They can't make any more. They never make any more anything else. That's not what you want to be. You are more than that. You are more creative than that. And if you begin with the understanding that it's a learning process, and as you learn, you know you're going to get better. That's how it works. And so how do you get better? Repetition. You have to continually do things to get better. Ask anybody. Now, you can get better faster if you do a lot more, or if you bring in someone like a mentor or a coach, someone who can kind of guide you in a certain way that you don't really know about yet, and it could speed up the process. Now, those things are probably going to cost you, right? Because people's time is not free. You have to pay for certain services, but you can learn all that yourself, but it's going to take time, right? And you have time. You have time because right now, what are you doing? Nothing. Okay? Well, see, you can feel doing something in that slot right there. And then you'll be doing something. And then that will cause you to want to do something else. And then something else, right? And then all of a sudden you're doing things. Your time becomes more valuable. And as your time becomes more valuable, it seems like the way life is, other people start to require your time. That's how life is, right? Now, I don't have time to do that. I got to create these videos today. Oh, come on. We got to go down to the casino and do a little gambling. Can't do it. I can't do it because this is a priority. Priorities must come first. That's why they're priorities. You have to do certain things to keep the wheel rolling. If you stop and take something out or extract a system that was making it run smoothly, then you're going to have an issue. You're going to have a problem. You may go out of business. But the beautiful thing about the consulting businesses that I set up, or I like to help people set up, because a lot of times they are able to set themselves up simply by following certain things, right? And you can do that too. It's all about setting things in place. Let's say it takes 6 points to run your business. 6 things have to run consecutively for your business to generate a profit, right? So you have to touch this point, that point, that point, that point, and then you can kind of monitor the results, right? You can get analytics to give you feedback on what's happening with that, right? Now, as long as those 6 points are being touched, the wheel is spinning. But anytime one of those stops, then we have a problem, right? And we have to address the problem as quickly as possible, because this is a business. This is not like a hobby anymore. Like when I started this, it was kind of like a hobby for me, because I was really kind of feeling my way around. I didn't know videos. I didn't know how I would look in front of a video. I didn't know how I would sound. And that's something that you have to get used to. You have to get to know who you are. I made some questions from a personal development perspective this week, and you're going to love those questions. These are fantastic questions. I was like, as I was researching those, I was like answering them in my head, and I was like, wow, these are great questions. I can't wait to share these questions with my audience today. So I'm not going to take a long time on this video, because this, again, is week 24. You know who I am, right? Well, let me hear you say it, right? Larry James. My company is Speak with Larry, and my website is speakwithlarry.com. My blog, speakwithlarry.blog, and my email address, Larry, lowercase, 5969 at sbcglobal.net. That's the first time I've given you that, right? And I probably won't give that to you again, because I normally put that in all my content or descriptions, so it's available there. But listen, I look forward to sharing some great information with you guys this week, and I'm so glad that you're here. And listen, tell somebody, share these videos, like these videos, and leave me a comment below if you feel the need. Speak with Larry on the next video.